Watch Transit TV right now.
Keep watching Transit TV. Thank you, sir.
The energy and the legs that he brings, I knew it was going to be a problem. So if any team playing against Arsenal with 3 at the back and 4 in the midfield, or 5 in the midfield, 1 striker or 2 striker, as the case maybe is 4 or 5, you're going to suffer, because this team at their best with all the players fit, I always knew that it was going to be a problem, because Martinelli has the pace to go forward and he can come back as well to help even when there is need. Transit TV, welcome back to the studios. Match day 5 in this year's Champions League group stages. You know, the reformatted group stage in Champions League this season, and we have some very sumptuous and interesting results coming in today, and focusing on Arsenal in this review. And we're going to start with bringing you results around the centers today. Champions League match day 5. AC Milan winning away from home to Slovan 3-2. Sparta Prague losing at home 6-0 to Atletico Madrid. Barcelona Brest 3-0. Bayern Leverkusen winning at home to Salzburg 5-0. Bayern Munich winning with a slim victory, one goal at home to PSG. PSG in that one getting a red card for Ousmane Dembele. Inter Milan, as usual, scoring just 1 to edge out RB Leipzig. Manchester City, the biggest capitulation of the day. I've been telling people something is really serious happening in that team right now, and one of the key factors, minus Rodri not being present, is that the quality of players in Manchester City right now are not the quality of players that Pep Guardiola usually have in his teams. This is my own personal opinion, and I've been saying it for a little bit now, and this is what you get when that happens to you. They're drawing 3-3 at home to Feyenoord after going 3 goals ahead. Sporting CP losing 5-1 to Arsenal, and Young Boys losing at home to Atalanta 6-1. And that's the result for today. Arsenal 5, Sporting CP 1. And this is a team that beat Manchester City at the Etihad 2 or 3 weeks ago, 4-1, losing 5-1 to Arsenal. Arsenal revenging that one for Manchester City, their fellow EPL team. And this is the first time Arsenal hadn't scored an away goal in Champions League in 5 attempts. In 11 times visiting Portuguese ground, this is only the second time Arsenal has won. The last 11 times, they've only won once. That tells you how tricky this future was going to be for Arsenal today. And Arsenal considered just once in Champions League as well this season. Today was the second time they're going to concede, and that also meant that Sporting knew it was going to be a big task for them today. They lost their coach Amorim to Manchester United, and he was only the assistant coach, who also coached the 23 and played the similar style as Amorim was doing with the 20. So you are not going to expect anything significantly different from this team from what we've been saying. And Arsenal did a very professional job today. I always say decimating Sporting like they were not there, and it started pretty easy right from the blast. Calm them in their own half as usual. Odegaard orchestrating stuff and combining with Saka, and you always knew, barring any capitulation or any serious upturn, that Arsenal was always poised to win this one. 5 things we learned from this one. Number 1, Kai Havertz is very, very important to Arsenal. If Arsenal want to score goals, Kai Havertz has to start as the striker right now until Arsenal figure out if they want to sign a new striker or not. Right now, Kai Havertz is very, very pivotal to the way Arsenal is playing and the way Arsenal, carve out goals. So yeah, Kai Havertz today again shown his intelligence and his brilliance, occupying the center halves and making very, very intelligent runs both ends or both sides of the pitch, and creating space for Odegaard and Saka to combine and cause problems for Sporting. You could see it today. He was available when there was ability for chances for pull-outs, and he was available to come short as well to play and also go to the wing. Sometimes you see Saka going to the center position and Kai Havertz comes in there. The intelligence at which he knows where to be. People say Jesus does the same thing. Yeah, Jesus, but Kai Havertz is at another level because he knows when to occupy the defenders and he knows when to come out. And he got his goal as well. This is the understanding of the rhythm of the game, understanding of the duties of that position. And people still keep saying that he's not a striker, but I don't know if you check his numbers alongside other strikers who are out strikers. I don't think there's anything different. So Kai Havertz needs to be supported. And I'm not saying Arsenal should not sign a striker, but he is doing the business. Today again, it's not a coincidence that Kai Havertz is on the pitch and Arsenal scores 3 in the first half in a Champions League game. So Kai Havertz is key if Arsenal going forward to play as a striker if Arsenal wants to score goals. Let me know what you think. Do you think Arsenal should still go ahead and buy a striker come January? Second thing is, Odegaard and Saka's combination is as good as you can get elsewhere. Those two guys together is I don't think any defender or defense will find it easy. Odegaard coming back to this Arsenal frame is a huge boost for this team. You remember this time last season, Arsenal also won on a very, very audacious run. Is it coming? Is the thunder striking twice? All of a sudden, after the second international break last season, if you remember, up to January, up to March for the next international break, Arsenal went on a very, very good run. And that question was asked Arteta during the pre-conference for this match, and he said, well, he doesn't know. It looks like thunder is striking twice. 3 games now, Arsenal has not lost. They won 2, drawn 1 against Chelsea. Looking like they are coming back to their best. So they are coming back, combining with Saka, causing enormous problems for that Sporting defense. And he could not find answers to Saka and Odegaard combining. And Timber as well coming into that combo every now and then. Yeah, Saka and Odegaard. If you support any team that has a game against Arsenal, find a way to talk to your coach to figure out how to deal with those two. Those two guys, creates a lot of space other side of the pitch because they know how to drag defenders and numbers against them, and this is not just dragging numbers and losing the ball, and they still retain possession. So for me, if I'm any coach now playing against Arsenal, it's going to be it's going to occupy, or account for the majority of my preparation for any game, because those two players are very, very key, and they are very intelligent on the ball as well. So they know how to find each other at the same time, bring others into play. So it's a big factor for Arsenal now. Third, Saliba and Gabriel, another combination, another relationship. A lot of talk was made about Eucharist, and that's not mistaken. He saw you today. I'm going to get to him. Very powerful striker. It looks like Saliba, took it personal against Eucharist today. Followed him all around the pitch and made sure that he did not have any sight on goal, though he did a few times. But those two guys are down there, Gabriel Magalhaes and Saliba, another combo in the Arsenal team that cannot be underrated. I know a lot have been said about them last season. It looks like that gradually they're coming back to the form they were at last season, that Arsenal posted a very, very unbelievable record defensively, and Gabriel making himself the best attacking defender in Europe right now. I think he has 6 goals already this season as a defender, and some strikers haven't even scored that much. You know, up to 3 goals this season already. He has 6 goals. So those two players right there, Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba, if Arsenal is going to achieve anything this season, those two have to remain fit for the rest of the season. And the 14 we learned as well, 3 at the back is a very wrong setup against Arsenal. With players like Martinelli, with intelligent strikers like Kai Havertz and Saka on the other side, I knew that Arsenal was always going to find spaces behind the back of this Sporting defense. And with the strength of Declan Rice in the midfield and the masterful positioning of Thomas Partey, who by the way, had a magnificent game today. He was the boss on the pitch. I mean, Partey's ability on the ball probably is the most underrated in the whole of Europe. His intelligence in passing, in retention, and positioning is second to none. So yeah, with that structure, with Odegaard running right out with Saka on the other side, and you having a wing back, the wing back was always going to have too much to do going back and forth. On the other side, Martinelli with his pace, Declan Rice with the energy and the legs that he brings, I knew it was going to be a problem. So if any team playing against Arsenal with 3 at the back and 4 in the midfield, or 5 in the midfield, 1 striker or 2 striker, as the case maybe is 4 or 5, they're going to suffer, because this team at their best with all the players fit, I always knew that it was going to be a problem, because Martinelli has the pace to go forward, and he can come back as well to help even when there is need. The same thing with Saka. Then with the energy of Declan Rice and the artistry of Odegaard in the midfield, then Kai Havertz with his intelligence can occupy all 3 defenders. And this is why this game looked very easy for Arsenal today. And they went out there with a professional display. They were not too elaborate. They didn't underrate Sporting, but they just took care of business, because there were spaces all over the pitch. And you begin to wonder why the 5 midfielders, if Arsenal still found this amount of spaces in the midfield. And the reason that this happened was because of the pace of Martinelli and Saka and the intelligence of Kai Havertz, and of course Odegaard with drawing 2 players to himself, open spaces, other places in the pitch for the other player. And the 15th we learned is Gyökeres. Sporting lost 5-1 today. He did not score, but Gyökeres is not a fluke. That boy is powerful. He has pace, he has strength, and the venom at which he uses to take shots. And now I see why he has scored so many goals since the last 2 seasons. He is not a fluke. If you support any club that are looking for a striker, they should go all out and get that guy. I don't think, a lot of people say he's doing it in Portuguese league, you cannot do it in EPL. I believe this guy can play in any league. He is the real deal. He's a good, excellent striker. I like what I saw from him today. It's only 2 people like Gabriel Magalhaes. It's so what happened when he was a Kivio. How he backed Kivio up, created a yard for himself, and took his shot. So yeah, I don't think Gyökeres is a fluke. He is a serious striker. Yeah, Arsenal 5, Sporting 1. Arsenal now is on the 8th position in the group, with I think 2 or 3 more games to go. It's looking like they're going to qualify. The next game is going to be Monaco at the Emirates. If they win that game, they probably will be almost 1 leg in to qualify automatically into the next round of 16. So let me know what you think. Do you think Arsenal will make it in the top 8 at the end of this group stage? What do you think made it easy for Arsenal today to play? Do you agree with me that the system that Sporting played made it easy for Arsenal to win this game today? Or what do you think was key? For me, today, the best player on that pitch today for Arsenal, obviously, we know what Odegaard brings, but I'm going to pick Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba were very, very important to this win today. Thomas Partey had a magnificent game, and if he can stay fit, Arsenal can still be hopeful of anything coming out of this season. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section. I'll see you again next time. Ciao.